Today's video is nice and short and sweet because I don't really like the spread. And I guess I wouldn't even call it a spread, I would call it a sketchbook page. I really didn't like it, didn't like the way it turned out, and one of the sketches on the page in particular does kind of spur this idea in me that I end up painting in Procreate and being really excited about, but I will show that and talk a little bit about it at the end of the video, but that being said, I'm Rory Fluent. Feel free to call me Rory, and if you're new around here, hi, hello, how are you? Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I like to create dope art content and hopefully a chill atmosphere. And if you're not new around here, what is up, my dudes? Let's get into this video. So as I've mentioned, it's gonna be kind of like a short and sweet video because I didn't really like the page that much, and that's totally fine. Like, we're allowed to not like sketchbook pages, that's the point. And in the end, I do kind of get a really fun, creative idea out of actually the sketch that I'm painting currently in the video. And that's really exciting, and obviously kind of in a way makes the whole spread worth my time, I guess. But sometimes it's kind of hard to convince myself that I am okay with having created a spread, or God, I gotta stop calling it a spread, a page that I don't like, because I really am kind of all for like covering sketches and redoing pages, and I don't know. This one really, it almost like bummed me out because it was like of a subject matter that I love, like these little foxes and like newt dudes and just fluffy things. And so I really went into it thinking I was going to enjoy the entire process, and in the end I actually didn't like it at all and didn't even have like a fun time making it, which was a bummer. And part of me is highly suspicious of the colors I chose. I don't really like those colors together. Like, I love them, like, externally, like not as a part of my art, but every time I try and do a purple and yellow combination in my art, I kind of hate it. And so I feel like, I don't know, having sketched this page probably a couple days before painting it was part of the issue, which I want to talk more on in a future video. But on top of that, I didn't even love the colors, and I felt like there was a lot of negative space, but I like didn't want to fill the negative space. Like, I was just very unmotivated in this piece. I really wasn't feeling like I wanted to go out of my way to make this page better, and because of that, I actually leave the page next to it completely blank, which I've never done before, actually. But, you know, I felt like I've watched so many people on YouTube who talk about the fact that your sketchbook is yours to have and to do with what you want and to create what you want with it. And for me, I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave one page out of the entire sketchbook blank because I just do not want to look at this spread anymore, and I don't want to make something next to it. Like, it was genuinely that bad in my eyes in the moment anyways. I also think one of the problems is that the Procreate painting that I end up making, I made like from the sketch because I was over at my partner's apartment. So I like sketched these two foxes and the one like chomping on the other's tail. And I was like, oh my God, I love that. I have to paint that. I need to paint that right now. So I opened up my tablet and I traced the sketch in Procreate, and then I made it a full-fledged painting, and I think that really detracted from this spread because I love, like, the painting is literally my favorite thing I've made in Procreate. Like, I love it. It's so cute and I'm really, really proud of it. And so then to turn around and try to paint this spread, I think was just really not what I needed. I don't know why, but it just didn't work, and it kind of just like disappointed me because I was like, man, the thing that I made in Procreate was so much better. And I've also been kind of struggling with liking the stuff that I'm making in Procreate a lot more than my traditional art, and trying to kind of get back to a place where I am excited and surprised about my art. I hopefully will be getting some soft pastels for Christmas here, and I'm very excited to start introducing those into the traditional sketches that I have, because I think that something with a little bit of that texture that isn't so fine pointed like a colored pencil will greatly improve my art, because it's what I love so much about Procreate. And, you know, as I've mentioned before, like, one of my favorite, if not my favorite brush, is the soft pastel brush in my retro max pack in Procreate. Like, it's a dream. And so I'm excited to maybe try and bring some of that into my traditional art and see how that works. I just really feel like I hit something that was really exciting, starting to add more texture to my brush strokes, and I want to continue pushing that in a way that puts my art in a better direction and not, I don't know, I don't want it to look sloppy and untalented. I want it to look chaotic and maybe what's the term, like when there's like not emotion behind your brush strokes, but I want it to have a feel of movement and more like, I don't know, oh my god, I want it to be like more dynamic than it used to, but I don't want it to start looking a lot sloppier than the sketches that I was painting before I even started YouTube, which were very I don't know, they were very stoic. The brush strokes were, I don't know, like almost too intentional and very simple. And my goal was to build off of that, not start all over and just like, I don't know, go in the polar opposite direction and work from there. I really wanted to find like a happy middle ground. And so like currently in my sketchbook, which is quite a few spreads past where what I'm painting right now in this video, like currently I am really trying to like just sit down and sketch and complete a spread in one sitting so that I enjoy what I'm sketching and then paint what I'm enjoying to sketch almost immediately to try and capture a lot more of the fun and like even actually to put a pin in my thought. I love the way I was painting the little newt there just a moment ago. I thought that those strokes, and I like those strokes and the way they look. I can't remember if I mess it up or not. But I actually really love that, and I want to keep that like flat, jagged, expressive. That was the word I was looking for earlier. I want to keep those kinds of strokes while still having the structure of intentional shading. But back to what I was saying. What was I saying? I guess I just really don't want what I'm painting to be too sloppy. And I genuinely mean sloppy in a negative way because obviously you can be more expressive in your painting and in your lines and still be intentional and purposeful and create wonderful art. But I'm not totally sure that's what I'm doing here. And I kind of felt that way about a few spreads that I've been completing in my sketchbook. And sadly, this is genuinely one of the pages where the line work didn't make me happy. That's how I knew there was just something totally wrong with this, because like nothing was helping. My line work I didn't even like. It was sloppy. It was a bad spread, and that's why the video is kind of short, because I don't have a ton to say other than to just talk through what I didn't like about it and what I'm kind of trying to do to alter and rectify that in other spreads that I'm trying to create. And honestly, it has been like, I don't know, a lot more ups and downs than I thought it would be, where like I'm having a good art day and then I'll have like 4 bad art days, like a bad art week, and that's kind of how it's felt. Like I kind of don't like the spreads that I've been making lately, and so with the one I'm currently doing in my sketchbook, which is why I ended up talking about this in this video, I'm really trying to be a lot more intentional, and I haven't started the painting yet. I'm hoping to do that after this voiceover. But yeah, I'm really trying to be more intentional and to capture what I love about my old style and combine it with the expressiveness of these brush strokes that I found that I quite love. And I'm hoping to get those soft pastels, which will then add another layer of texture that I definitely think I'm lacking in my traditional media to make it more exciting. the whole time I felt like I wasn't really feeling the spread, and I think that just came through in every decision that I made and just the whole thing. I just wasn't a fan from the beginning, and I wasn't able to make it something that I liked, and I didn't want to start this page over, and I really don't know why. I wanted to just move on. I wanted to be done with this page, and that's why I neglect to finish the entire spread, because I'm just like, I don't want anything to do with this page anymore. I'd love to know any artists that are out there listening. I'd love to know anybody else's experiences or thoughts on, creating art that you're not like the biggest fan of, or maybe taking something that you don't like and turning it into something that you do, because I definitely kind of, as you can see in this sped up speed paint of my Procreate painting, like I definitely, like, the sketch became something that I love and had so much fun creating. Like, I adore this painting that you're going to see at the end of the video, but the spread itself that it came from, I despise. I hated everything about it from the second that I finished I guess, like, I liked it when I was done sketching it, but then a few days later when I went to paint it, I was just like, this is garbage, and it never became ungarbage. Unlike the spread, I just felt like everything about this Procreate piece came together so well. Like, granted, in Procreate, it's a lot easier to experiment and delete and restart and figure out what you're trying to go for, but I love, love, love this piece, and I had a wonderful time making it. It was just so exciting, and I think it turned out totally sick, and so I'm just, like, really excited to share it with you guys. I thought it would be great to put it at the end of this video because I hated the sketchbook spread, and I don't know, I found a lot of joy in experimenting with these foxes, and I actually end up, and I do believe that this will be posted before the video that I talk about, and I'm just kind of like chatting about extra things that I've done outside of YouTube in the art world, in my own little art world, I should say. So talking about my other projects, I do end up talking about, wow, how many times can I say talking about in one sentence, but I do end up talking to you guys about this, not only this little piece, but what it becomes, which is like a little comic strip called Intrusive Thoughts, and I had so much fun making it and then kind of turning it into a little story panel that was really exciting, and I don't know, I feel like the juxtaposition between this and what it came from and the page that I ended up creating it's kind of funny because I do just love this piece. So I'd love to know anybody's thoughts on struggling with art and personal experiences, or anything you'd like to let me know or to talk about, because I'm trying to kind of engage with people a little bit more here, especially because I'm accruing a few of you. There's like 45 of you at the time of recording this, which is like really, really exciting, and like, hello, hi. If you've stuck around to the end of the video, just thank you so much, because I'm having a lot more fun creating this long form content than I have creating like TikTok or Reels or short form content. I just haven't figured that out yet, and I don't know, I don't think I enjoy making it as much, so that makes me not want to do it. It feels like a chore, but eventually, maybe I will, but as of right now, I really enjoy these long form videos, and it's really what I want to kind of hone and just, I don't know, consistently deliver and create. And so it's really exciting to know that there are quite a few of you now. I know maybe not quite a few in the grand scheme of YouTube, but if you gathered nearly 50 people in a room, it would be a lot of people. So to know that there's, that many of you out there watching this is just really, really cool and very exciting. So thank you again for staying until the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Feel free to do the YouTubey things, like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to you in the next one. Bye!